Yo,
we
back.
TBN.
Top Barber.
Let's go.
It's your boy Pat Jones. My boy Sterling Fleming.
My boy Pat.
We got my sister joining us today, y'all. We're gonna talk that talk.
So who's that? Who's the sister?
Breajcuts.
Ooh, let's
Where
get
she
it.
at? Where she at?
What's up?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
What's
Let's get
going
you
on?
right.
Early, what's going on, man?
Sister.
You alright? Sterling?
All right. Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, man, let's go ahead and start this thing off right.
What's up, y'all?
LeBron or Jordan, bro?
Snap right away.
LeBron and Jordan, you already know I'm a LeBron fan. I'm gonna go with LeBron.
Okay, but anyway,
LeBron all day, yeah. Exactly, LeBron. Y'all know it. Stop playing out here, man. They know who it is. The GOAT.
Y'all don't know me and Bree used to work together, man. I used to apprentice under her. She taught me the game. Mm-hmm. So what's going on in your life?
Man, there's a lot of great things happening, man. I just got married.
What?
Really?
What?
Congratulations.
Let's go.
Oh man.
But it's a lot of amazing things happening right now, man. We are changing the narrative. We're trying to bring texture to the curriculum in the United States, like, with all the barber schools and cosmetology schools. So that's something that's really big that we're working on right now. What else? We're still with Salon Centric on the It Takes a Protein. I just signed with Andy's. The Clipper Company.
Let's go.
We got some, you know what I'm saying?
Should I go get a product?
Right, we got a couple different streams happening, but I'm blessed, man. Life is good. My son is doing well. Jeremiah is doing well. So I'm blessed, man. I'm good.
That's what's up, man. So let's who was Breajcuts, man? What break that down.
I got a couple different titles. I have a couple different titles. I guess number one, you can say, not even you can say, I'm the shadow of God. So that's number one. That's number one. But then number two, I'm a mom. I'm a mother. I'm a business owner. I am a educator. I am someone who is. I feel like I inspire those who I come in contact with daily. So that's who I am. That's just a little bit of who I am.
I love that order you put it in too, man. Like,
for sure.
Shout out to God, man.
A wife.
The head of my life.
A wife.
Mom, auntie, all that. But of course, those are some of my the titles that I feel like just the most proud of.
You wear a lot of faces. That's what's up.
From the outside looking in, man, I admire how you go about it, man. Like,
I appreciate that. Thank you.
It ain't no hate, man. I love to see.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's real talk, though. That's real talk.
Thank you.
I love it.
So
So what's some of what age did you start become a barber?
I did not start cutting hair, guys, until I was 20. How old am I now? I'm 35. So I didn't start cutting hair until I was about 23, 24. Yeah.
That's what's up.
what you do before that?
Before that, I worked at Finish Line. So I love shoes. I'm obsessed with shoes.
Oh, we all know.
So,
what's your favorite shoe?
My favorite shoe are Jordan 1s.
Come on,
Jordan
now.
1s.
Hold on.
I have one pair right now.
If you can take them things
Yeah,
off.
I have one pair right now. I think that shoe is the most that I have in my
Why you don't have on LeBron's though?
Ooh. I don't, and that's so crazy. And I am a LeBron fan, but I absolutely have not a pair of LeBron James shoes.
What?
That is kind of crazy.
What about
I don't get that.
What about the
I don't have
South
any
Beaches, though? What about them South Beaches?
I love his game. I'm not a big fan of the shoe. So that's the only thing. I can say that. I'm not a big fan of the shoe. My son has a shoe, but I love his game.
Don't do that, man.
I but I don't have a pair of LeBron James. I literally just have all the J's. The ones are my go-to.
So you said you was a Foot Locker.
I was at Finish Line.
Finish Line. Okay.
I was at Finish Line, and I was in merchandising there. And the recession happened back in 2009. And I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, bro, like, I'm so tired of my life being in somebody else's hands. Like, what am I gonna do? And she was like, bro, why you don't go to barber school? And to be honest, when she said, I was like, yeah, right. But I really didn't take it serious at first.
What, barber?
Barbering. I didn't take it serious at first. I'm originally from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Nice.
And so with me being from there, I moved here in 2009. And when I moved here, that's when I moved here. My grandmother was here. And so my son and I moved here. And I was like, well, let me see what barber schools they got around here. So I ended up going to Ralph Muller School, right there by the Big Chicken.
What's that, Marietta?
Marietta, located in Marietta, Georgia. And I enrolled there. I believe it was August of 2009, and I graduated October 2010. And I'm so grateful for that though, because that my grandmother allowed me to do that, because not a lot of people are allowed to, at the age of 23, 24, with the child, they're not allowed to go to school full time. A lot of people got to balance that out. Yeah. So I was grateful that she gave me that opportunity, because it really allowed me to really just like lock in on barber school, finish. And then like when I started working in the shop, one of the guys that I went to barber school with, Adam, his dad, James Cahill, rest his soul, James, the owner of Furious Styles Barbershop, is where I started. I would go after school and I would cut each day. Right. And so yeah, I'm grateful for that and that opportunity. So that's how I got into barbering.
Let's go back to when you was at finish line and that feeling.
Yeah.
When you was just ready to get up out of there, and, because there's people out here in this world that's waking up every day miserable. But I'm talking about don't even want to go to work. Yeah. So they mad before they go to work. They mad when they get off. So let's talk about that feeling, man. What made you just get up out of that situation?
For me, it was, it's so crazy because when life happens, when things are happening to you, you don't really understand why it happens. True. But something in the word says, like, everything is going to work out for your good. God says everything, regardless of what happens, good or bad, it's going to work out for your good. Right. Because at the end of the day, the purpose is for him to get the glory, right? That's it. Out of our lives. And so I didn't realize what my purpose was then. And of course, right then, I didn't know, like, this. You could not have told me that my life would be like this then. Wow. Because at the end of the day, I'm looking at it like, damn, I just lost my job. I got a son. He's 6. Like, what the hell am I doing? I'm a single mom. Right. I'm about to move to a different state. Like, and literally, I did not, and let me tell you, I got let go because, of course, the recession was happening. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know anything about unemployment. Like, was I going to get that? Was I going to have the funds? And everything worked out, so I did. And so then I ended up moving here. And so that feeling, though, is a lot of times, I guess, for me, it's just like, when you don't know what's happening, just continue to trust God, man. That's it. Continue to trust God, because at the end of the day, like, you're going to, regardless, even if you get on, like, a detour or something like that, if you make a bad choice or something like that, his purpose still has to be fulfilled. So it's still gonna work out.
I know it's scary too, man. To jump out there and you putting all the chips on yourself, man. Yeah. Like
I'll bet on myself every time.
That's what I'm saying.
Every time, for sure.
So why barbering though? Like why'd you?
Barbering for me, I wanted to have a quality of life. But also because I did have Jeremiah at such a young age. I wanted to be present. A lot of times I feel like, with parents, we're not able to be present because we're working and different things like this. And we have to provide for our family, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, you don't want to miss your kids' basketball games, swim meets, those important events that are happening, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, what is a job that I can do where I can make really good money, but still I can control my time, I can control my life. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because time is money, but then also time is
can't get it back.
Currency. People like time is currency, time is money. You know what I'm saying?
Bring
So
that back. Hold on, rewind that.
Time is currency.
Let's go.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a saying, right? Like if you have the knowledge and you have the time, then you can make the money, right? Right. But if you have the money and you have the time, then you can go get the knowledge, right? And then it's another one is if you have the knowledge and the money, then you can't get the time. So you know what I'm saying? Time is definitely currency. So that's one thing.
Okay. So what's the best part of being a barber?
Oh, the best part about being a barber, I love meeting new people. I love meeting new people. Barbering is just not being behind a chair. I feel like it's so many different avenues that you can
bring that back. Barbering's what?
It's just not about being behind a chair.
Let's go.
And a lot of times, and this is like completely like a lot of times I feel like people, how people say, we talk about money, we talk about different streams of income, right? And then we have this gift, like barbering is my gift. Of course, I could cut the hell out of some hair. You know what I'm saying? But also, now I love to teach people. Yeah. I love to inspire people. I love to talk to people. I love to connect with people. So now I can teach.
There's levels to it.
There's levels to it.
Levels.
And you can get other streams doing still the same thing that you love, just in different avenues.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's bigger than just being behind the chair. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it starts there. I think that's just like the foundation of it. But it's so much more than just being behind the chair each day. Yeah, for sure.
It's fun behind that chair, though.
Yeah, it is.
I ain't gonna front.
I enjoy it.
Just to see the transformation of
that's my favorite part.
and the blend of a fade. Man,
Yeah,
it's like,
for sure.
I be having dreams about that.
I feel like it's a never learning. Like you never stop learning.
You never stop learning.
You can't. Like it's like every technique you can try every technique in a book.
Right.
And
everybody
it changes every
different.
time. Yeah, it
Everybody
changes every
different.
time. Yeah.
But you know, when you start to get to the level that you at, and you let that chair control you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had that happen.
So how you balance like your life, everyday situations in barbering? Like,
it's funny because
that's crazy.
Work-life balance is a thing. And now having a family and all of those things. I feel like now though I prepared myself back then for now. And so what I say, when I first got into barbering, I grinded though. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't have any type of clientele. So you got to get this out of the mud. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was around, like I said, I graduated in 2010. This was before Instagram was Instagram how it is now.
Yeah.
So I was hitting the sidewalk, the pavement, baby. Walmart right down the road. I'm passing out cars, at least 100 cars a day. And I may have seen maybe 5 people return, like, you know what I'm saying? But you still got to keep pushing it.
Yeah. So that mud that you're talking about, like...
Oh, that mud is that grind. So in the beginning...
This is what people need to listen to. Like,
This is the part where you eat off the dollar menu from Taco Bell and McDonald's. You eat ramen noodles. This is that, like, the grind. And you're there inside the shop. And sometimes, I remember I would leave the shop some days, guys, and literally, I wouldn't cut anybody. I would go home and I would cry. Because it was so... And it was a lot of times I wanted to quit. And then, on top of that, you got to think you're in entrepreneurship and you got to think about your family. So a lot of times our families don't understand because you got to think the generation of how my mom was raised and how her mom was raised was from a 9 to 5, 401ks, that safety net of that. And so not only I'm now taking a leap because I haven't seen anybody in my family do the entrepreneurship role. But now for me, I have people in my ear like, hey, you need to go get a 9 to 5. And I'm like, no, I need to be in a barbershop every day. You know what I'm saying? Right. But the thing is, I know the vision that God gave me, but they didn't see that. You know what I'm saying? True. But I know what he gave me. So I knew the steps that I had to take to get there. Yeah. So for me, I had to kind of go against what my family thought or what they, you know what I'm saying, felt was best for them. Like, what would be best for me because ultimately they don't know. They don't know.
Nobody knows.
They don't know.
True.
And so it's those
clients
days,
don't even know.
Yeah, clients don't know. But it was times where I'm gonna speak to this particular client. You know him, Lee. Yeah. Lee. My boy Lee. I had pulled Lee. Back in 2010, I was outside and he was driving by and I was like, "Hey, bro, let me cut you for like $5, bro." And he was like, $5? He was like, all right. He was like, let me, you know what I'm saying? And I cut him and it was a good cut. He gets a ball fade, which was honestly my worst cut in the beginning was a ball fade. I could never get the line out. I kept like, you know, you try to get that first line in there. I got it. Right? And after I cut his hair, he was like, bro, I'm coming back every Friday. And he paid me what the actual cut is in the shop. So at that time, cuts was $20. You know what I'm saying? He actually paid me the $20 and came back every Friday. And up until then, until I got busy, now I can't cut Lee because it's just like I moved. I'm in the suite now, and then of course, just like, you know, so I don't cut him anymore.
What? You know what?
But no, just like I'm in the suite now. I'm a little like the distance, but you know my prices have went up. But I'm not, you know, I'm not saying you can cut it, but I just got looked up. That has definitely
$20 with the 150.
That has definitely went up quite a bit. Quite a bit.
$20 with the 150.
That's what he said, at least minimum. At least 75 to 100. So, but in the beginning, you get those moments, and I'm talking to people right now that are coming into the barber industry. You get those moments where you do want to give up. You get those moments where you do want to quit. You get those moments where people come in. I know that for me being a female, they didn't want to. I've had guys come to the shop and didn't want to come to me because I was a woman. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, women can't cut hair or whatever like that. And I think now it's so funny because I used to get so mad when I heard it. I used to get so pissed, and I would get like it would really affect me. And so now it's like, you know, practice make permanent. So after now, I'm like, now I feel like I'm the shit, to be honest with you, as far as cutting. So I'm like, I just be like, now that's they ill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you and my homegirl Mimi, man, y'all.
Yes, I love Mimi. That's my sister.
I don't know.
I love Mimi. I
any
saw the
other
one
women in Atlanta.
It was amazing.
that's doing it like y'all too, man.
Yeah, she's great. She's amazing. And so that's what I'm talking about. That's the mug, man. When you get those moments where you're questioning, I feel like, we have those moments where we question what it is we want to do. Sometimes we kind of second guess that thing because it gets slow. It can be discouraging, but I promise you, what you put in it's gonna come out
every time.
I feel every
time. And you never stop. You never stop learning. You never stop growing. Even now, I still be on YouTube, watching other barbers that I look up to, or I like the way that they cut. I'll still be up at night watching their YouTube videos and stuff like that because again, we don't all cut the same.
Let's shout them out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I got a couple. Pat Jones, Starlet Fleming over here. You know what I'm saying? No, but for real, I got you know what I'm saying. I love Hawk the Barber. I saw you guys did a segment with my boy, and honestly, that is who taught me how to cut African American hair. We went to school together.
That's what's up.
Me and Hawk. So, and then we were in the shop together. So, which is kind of crazy. He was at Furious Style too. So he was a manager there, and then what happened was the two owners, they separated, and I stayed with Barbers for Days, and he went with James at Furious Style. So then I became the manager at Barbers for Days, and then Hawk went with Furious Style. So it's a big revolution, and that's where I'm at. So crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
it's all connected.
Yeah.
So what's your daily motivation?
Daily motivation. My daily motivation is my family. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Because just now, I have 3 kids now. A wife, 3 kids, and so that's my motivation. But of course, I just love inspiring other people. I love inspiring barbers, women as well that are coming into the industry because it's more of us. It's more women. It's more, you know what I'm saying, of us getting out here. So that's my daily motivation.
It's tough too, man, because when you're doing it on your own. You gotta wake up every day with that mindset that you're gonna get it. Because you don't have to.
You got
enjoy the dog, right?
But the fact is that right. The fact that I enjoy what I do, though, it definitely helps. The fact that I enjoy, I love what I do. It definitely helps. So that's my daily motivation.
That's what it do, man. So
and working in my purpose.
Yeah, that's it. I feel that. So who are you working with now?
Right now with Andis, the Clipper company. I work with Andis. I just got hired on with them.
Hold on, bring that back. Who you with?
I'm with Andis. Yeah, I'm great. Man. That was a goal. That was always a goal. Like dreams are really coming true right now. Like literally, it's happening. Yeah. Like right now, I'm literally living the dream, my dream.
So you said your first thought of who was the company that you wanted to work with? He's like, that's the company you wanted to work with?
Andis was a company I wanted to work with. You got to think because it's like the T-liner. I mean, that's one of the first clippers. I mean, that's been around for. We just had our 100th year anniversary, so T-liner was one of the first clippers. So of course, you know what I'm saying. That's like huge. Everybody had a T-liner. Everybody had a T-liner. Everybody has had a T-liner. Everybody has had. Yeah, right. Exactly. I can't say that. Everybody has had an Andis T-liner. So, you know what I'm saying. And then of course the Masters.
The Masters, bro. That's my go-to, bro.
So.
Them XOs stuff.
So I'm with Andis right now. I'm also
come on, XOs. Let's go.
I'm also on Salon Centric. It takes a protein. Mm-hmm. So what we do is basically like we go to different hair shows and I'm an educator for them. So you'll see me. I promote a lot of different brands because we sell like everything.
I didn't even know Salon Centric sold clippers, man. Like,
we sell clippers.
What we use,
we sell clippers. We sell a couple different brands. I'm gonna only say Andis though, but we definitely sell. We definitely sell clippers.
Get caught up, man.
Caught up. That's the check. That's the check.
So what you use? Like, what's your arsenal right now?
My arsenal right now, I got the Andis. Of course, I got the T-liners. I got my Masters. I got the Slimline Pros that we have with Andis. We just had our shaver. I can't think of the exact name for it, though. Shaver. I should have brought it, but that's in my arsenal. That's what I'm using right now. Okay. Those are my go-to. What about y'all? What you using?
Andis Masters, man. Andis and Wall, man. Yeah. Simple.
I'm cursing at y'all.
What are you using right now?
I'm all over.
What are you using?
I got Asters. I'm rocking with the Asters. Asters and Wall.
Man, that's the thing though. Everybody got their own. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So what feel good? What you do all your work in. Like.
And I think for me, it's like I have a couple different pair of T-liners, but they all do something different.
Yeah.
So for me, like one of them is for cleaning up underneath the face, or you know what I'm saying, some get closer than others. You know what I'm saying? They all have their certain. Right. I guess. What is it? What's the word? They on purpose.
Yeah, they benefits.
Yeah.
Got one for the face, one for the line, one for the back of the neck.
Yes.
So you don't cut them up.
Project parts.
Right?
For sure.
So what's next, man? What you at the top of the game right now? But,
next for me is I'm gonna continue to keep rocking out at these shows. We got a couple different shows coming up this year. I'll be at ABS in Orlando. We have the Texture Summit here in Atlanta. I'll be out in Long Beach, California for Burner Brothers. And then this year, Burner Brothers is gonna be in Long Beach, California. And then they have one also happening in New Orleans as well. So we got that happening. Then
you got some in June too, right?
I got some in June, so that's working with you guys. I'm super excited about that.
Brea is gonna be here for the kids.
I'm gonna be here for the kids. We giving back, y'all.
Get back
June 16th.
June 16th through the 18th.
Yeah. Let's go.
With the top barber network. We're gonna be out here, man, inspiring these kids. I'm super excited about that, man.
Man, how important is that, man, for like kids in high school to understand entrepreneurship, man?
I think that's very important because
it's not taught.
Let's be real. College not for everybody, man. College not for everybody, and I think that's a big thing. And there are other ways that you can be successful out here without going to college. And I think that barber school is definitely slept on a lot, because for that reason. I think that's good. And make sure my sound right.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Make sure my sound right. I need y'all to hear this. I need y'all to hear this.
Like seriously,
I need y'all to hear this.
If somebody had taught you, not saying that they did, but if somebody had taught you entrepreneurship in the 10th, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, man, like where would you be now?
I think I would have been a lot further in my career, to be honest. And I probably would have not wasted time. I think a lot of times we waste time trying to figure out what it is that we want to do. And then also we have to realize that I think it's good for parents as well to see this because a lot of times I feel like parents, they go by what they know. They go by what they're taught. So they don't really understand the entrepreneurship side of it. And I think it's good that also I think we're teaching financial literacy.
Absolutely.
And I think that's amazing too because I think a lot of kids need to know that because I didn't learn about saving until I was damn near like 25, 26. And so I done blew through some money. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because now I'm getting all this money through barbering and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, Lord, you know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm just excited the fact that now that I have it. But then it's like, okay, how am I going? You have to now, because you are an entrepreneur, it's structured. So how are you setting yourself up? You know what I'm saying? For retirement.
Because
are you doing a Roth IRA?
If you broke both of your arms today,
you feel what I'm saying?
What you gonna do?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So we got. Do you have a Roth? Do you have a savings? Do you have emergency funds? Do you know what I'm saying? Because let's be real, COVID taught a lot of barbers how to stay woke for real. Mm-hmm. Which I hate that whole staying woke thing because I feel like people say that in 2022.
It's just
a big word.
It's a fit in.
But it woke people up.
It did. It woke a lot of barbers up because it let them know, like, hey, you got to get your shit together, man.
Yeah, I dig that.
You got to get your shit together because
it made you look in the mirror, man.
For sure. So I'm super excited about this because just to be working with the kids and just giving back, but then also like putting them on game on like. You know what I'm saying? You can definitely be successful out here and you don't have to go to college.
And to me personally, man, I think that's key because like people want to complain about the next generation, but they ain't doing nothing to help
that part.
You talk about it, you ain't gonna be about it.
That part, absolutely.
That's real talk.
That part.
Yeah. So that's the main reason why I'm doing it. Yeah, man.
Y'all putting it
changing the narrative, man.
Changing the narrative, man. That's what we're trying to do.
So what's your thing? Like on you said, whoa, man, we're going to talk about some your mental health. How important is mental health to you?
Mental health, man.
Let's go.
Mental health is very important. And I'm going to say this because back in 2015, I struggled with that. I struggled with that really heavy. I was taking off work I noticed that it was happening at least probably like once a month. Maybe about like a week. You know what I'm saying? And I would get like my thoughts would be getting the best. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts and people like, bro, your life is good. Like you got all this stuff happening. You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff happening for you, and Jeremiah's doing well, your son's doing well. And like, what could you possibly be going through? But it's just like if you don't heal from, number one, for me, I had childhood trauma. So if you don't heal from those things as an adult, and let me say this. You are responsible, even if you went through trauma as a child. And I'm going to just say this. As a child, you are, as an adult, responsible to heal from that. You are responsible for your healing in that. It's no longer, and it can't be an excuse like, oh, well, this happened when I was a kid, bro. And it's unfortunate that may have happened to you. Those things may have happened to you, but you are now an adult. So there are therapy sessions. You have to go get a therapist. If you need to get on medicine, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. People look down on people and judge people because they may have to, you know what I'm saying, be on medicine for whatever reason or whatever that is. Like, mental health is real, man. People dealing with a lot of different stuff, and especially our black men. Yeah. And I'm gonna say that because I'm raising one. Who's in college? Let me just say that. He goes to Morehouse. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I'm very proud of that. You know what I mean? Jeremiah, he's 19. He's doing amazing right now. He goes to Morehouse. But just the certain things that he deals with, you know what I'm saying? The conversations that him and I have. I don't know what it's like to be a black man in our world. You know what I'm saying? But what you guys deal with and just the things that I see on TV that we're constantly seeing on social media and different things like that. But then what he's doing with that school, with you know the different thoughts and things that he has, and that these young men, it's a lot of pressure that these young men are going through. And I think that this is also good that some of that you guys are having June 16th through the 18th. Because you know that you guys are touching on those things because these young men and women though, you know, they need to hear this stuff, man. Yeah. They need to know like this is real, like. You know, we're going through it too. Yeah. And I think when you know that someone else is going through that same thing that you're going through, it makes it a little bit easier. You see some type of hope. There you go. Some type of hope there. You know what I'm saying? So mental health is it's real, man. And I definitely feel like go, you know, seek a therapist. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like
don't be afraid to talk about it.
Talk about that stuff, man. Because when you hold it in, it kills you from the inside out. It eats you. And so I'm a real big advocate for mental health. Yeah, let's go. Absolutely.
You know, a lot of people think that's being soft, man, or you know what I'm saying, like something wrong with you. No, we all got mental health issues. Yeah. You name somebody that ain't got mental health issues. I mean, I can't name no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all go through that on a day-to-day, man.
For sure. So I guess to say that, since we all are going through something, just be nice.
Just be nice. You know what I mean? Let's be nice.
Just be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be nice. Because you never know what somebody's supposed to do. And that's one thing I love about barbering, too, because I feel like in our chair, man, we're therapists, too. You know what I'm saying? You never know what your client is going through. And I just know for me, I've connected and I've walked away from and felt better after talking to some of my clients. You know what I'm saying? Things I may be going with, you know what I'm saying? Or I can maybe help them with something, you know what I'm saying? Or just
you never know because you know you gotta say you cut 20 hairs on Friday. Yeah. You got 20 different situations and personalities
going in.
That's how important we are, man. Like I don't think people really understand the real importance of a barber, man. Like it's not the cut.
It's not the cut.
Yeah. It's about the experience.
Yeah.
Because you got to think everybody goes to it. It's so crazy.
Hold on, rewind, Pat. It's got to be about the cut a little bit.
It's about the cut a little bit,
bro. Guess what it is? It's about you first, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
It's about you, bro. They coming back to see you, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but they say customers, they say clients, they come for the experience. They come for, you know what I'm saying? That's what customers come for, just like a quick cut. You know what I mean? Your clients, though, they come for the experience. They come for, you know what I'm saying, to get the barbershop talk. They come for the cut too. Right. But it's more of the experience, and they're experiencing you. They like your energy. Right. That's a client. You couldn't a customer walk in. That's more about the cut than anything. You know what I'm saying? That's more,
I feel like
I love it, man. It's so how'd you go about building your clientele? I know you went out there and gave $5 cuts, but how do you keep a clientele? How do you keep elevating in the barber game?
I feel like you keep elevating through, you continue to learn because, like I said, we talked about that a little earlier. I'm never not learning, and I'm constantly learning something new. Our industry is constantly evolving. Right. So like I know how to do the hair replacement service with the men, with the babies, and honestly, right now, I don't really enjoy doing them. I have to be honest, I don't enjoy doing it because it's time consuming, but they're actually very, as far as money wise, they make a lot of money, but that's just not my passion for it. Yeah. So for me, I know how to do it though, because if you call me to a movie set, I know how to do it.
Let's go.
You see what I'm saying? Like I'm prepared.
Man, do you understand the
feeling you get what I'm saying?
These guys get after you get done with it though?
Oh yeah, they make them look like 20 years younger.
Yeah, I feel like
man, that's an issue for some guys.
No, for real.
That's an issue.
They look like 20 years younger.
People got a problem with their teeth. People got a problem with their hair. You don't know how much you're saving them.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That confidence is going through the roof. Right. Literally. But how did I continue? I'm always learning. I'm constantly learning, but then I have a strategy as far as posting goes. I post quite often. I don't post as much as I used to though. When I first started cutting hair, I would post like maybe like once or twice a day.
Okay.
Now I'm like maybe a week, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But that just came again. That comes over time. So I can do that now. But before, when I first, like I said, to build the clientele, I was constantly posting. Everywhere I was going, I had a card. But now Instagram is your card.
It is
because now I try to get somebody a card. They be like, "What's your Instagram?" So it's like you have. That's what also what you're putting out there on social media. It matters because that also is that is now your business card as well. So I constantly I'm constantly learning. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly going to shows. And then every time I see someone, I'm constantly just like, "Hey, bro, let me get you right." You know what I'm saying? I still cut people. If I pull them in there, I'll be like, "Hey, bro, I just for the 20." I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I don't feel I'm not too good, even though I do charge $100 a haircut. But I'm not too good to be like, "Hey, bro,
how much?"
Bring that back.
But I'm not too good to be like, "Hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?" And then, don't get me wrong, it gets slow. It got slow for me in January. Y'all know in January, I don't know if y'all notice that with barbers, January is usually a slower month. It used to be, some people. And so you have to prepare yourself.
Yeah.
I dig that though.
Yeah.
But that goes back to the financial literacy.
And that goes back to financial literacy.
Get your paper right, man.
So,
right.
Get your paper right.
TBN.
But the whole thing is for even with that, we could talk about that too.
So let's go back to social media. So
okay.
How important is that when you first starting off, man? Like how often, when you just now started in the barbershop, how often should you post?
I feel like you should be posting at least once or twice a day. And I think that hashtags are really, really big. So for me, if you go to my hashtags, you'll see like Atlanta Best Barber, Atlanta Barber. I'm in Sandy Springs area, so I also put Sandy Springs. I put Barber, Atlanta. I tag what's around me. And I think that's really, really big. I feel like also when posting, I post on, so I have, my biggest platform is Instagram. But I know a lot of people, TikTok is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I've had some clients come up on TikTok, but I don't post that often on TikTok. But what they're saying is, because I teach this class with Salon Centric, they're saying to post a day, you should be posting at least 10 times on all different platforms. So on your Facebook, maybe post twice. Instagram, maybe post, but that's including stories. Okay. That's including on your main page. That's including on Snapchat. So that's, when you think about it, that's really not a lot because it's spread out on all different platforms. You feel what I'm saying? But a big thing, I do a lot of before and after. So what you'll see is maybe you'll see the color, because I color hair as well. You'll see like the process of it, and I'm like, hey, stay tuned. I'm gonna post it on my main page later on. You know what I'm saying? Because just to keep people like engaged, because engagement is really big. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you are wanting to get on with companies and different things like that. And I think in anything, if you're an entrepreneur across the board in any field, you need to have an IG or something stating that, you know what I'm saying?
Get what you put in.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, it's literally free.
Yeah,
it's free. Publicity for yourself.
So let's talk to the little. I like to go back to the kids, man. I love the kids, man.
Okay.
You know, I love the kids.
A girl that's out there, man, that's young, that's looking at, I might want to be a barber. Like, what would you say to her?
I would tell her.
It's tough. It's tough.
Oh yeah, I would tell her it's tough because you're up against. Because I hate saying this, but this is considered a male-dominated industry. Or whatever.
I think we started it first.
Yeah, because y'all started it first. But whatever. I feel like I feel like women do it better.
Yeah, I got the better.
I
got the better. Hold on, I got the better.
Detail, you know what I'm saying? No, but for real though, I would just tell her, number one, of course, go to the school. You know what I mean? Finish, middle school, high school, but definitely like go into it like with guns blazing, man. You know what I'm saying? And then lock in, like start like following people that you like. You know what I'm saying? If it's me, if it's Original Barber Dog, that's another female barber. If it's Mimi the Barber, if it's, you know what I'm saying? Toya Cuts. We got it's a couple different other barbers, you know what I'm saying, that's out here. Crispy Cuts, I think she's out of Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, number one, you know what I mean, it's not gonna be easy. So, you know what I'm saying, anything worth having, what they say is it's not gonna be easy to get. You know what I mean? And so you got to put in that work.
I ain't even gonna lie, like you are the first female barber that I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, because I was cutting my own hair. Oh, yeah. So I wasn't going to a barbershop.
Yeah.
So when I came in the Barbers Days, I was like,
What?
I was like, she braiding? She braiding?
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
That's
crazy.
That's real
But no, that's what I would tell her. You know what I'm saying? Stick with it. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy, but it's gonna be so worth it. It's gonna be so worth it in the end. And just keep mastering your craft. Practice makes permanent. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you do, you know what I'm saying, continue to do that. Yeah. And just continue to get the education, continue to put yourself, and also the company you keep. That matters. There are people who you're around. You know what I'm saying? You feed off that.
Can I plug in that?
Yeah.
LeBron James, the teamwork, make the dream work.
Just saying. The company you keep, so that's another thing. Get around good people. Get around people that are going where you want to go. That are doing what you want to do, because that right there, that also is a game changer.
Right.
Because I definitely can say the people who I surround myself with has definitely shaped who I am as a person, just in general. But just like my friends and like what I want and our goals, they align. Everybody that I'm in contact with, we are on the same page. We are, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not the smartest one in the room.
You don't want to be.
I don't want to be.
I look at it as back in the day, like Voltron, man. You gotta have each piece, like, in order to feel that.
What I say, Captain Planet? Was it Captain Planet?
Yours is Captain Planet. Mine Voltron, bro. We go. Fire.
You don't want to be the smartest one, because you always want to keep learning, man.
Right, that's the thing, right? So for me, I'm putting myself in rooms and not putting myself in uncomfortable situations, because sometimes, right now, even it's so crazy. Just with working with Salon Centric and these companies, it's like I'm sitting at the table with some of these people, and I would have never thought. Like, I'm talking about CEOs of like salons, like people who are hired, and I'm sitting literally at the table having dinner with them, and we're talking and having conversations. Like, it's crazy.
God be different.
God different. I'm telling you, this a God did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he really has had his hand on me, bro. And he's definitely kept me, man, and I'm grateful. Like, I'm excited for what's to come. Yeah, for sure.
Growth, man.
For sure.
So let's talk about health, man.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
How important is health?
Man.
Eating. As a barber, standing up on your feet all day.
Health is big. And I work out. I do CrossFit. Love CrossFit. I'm obsessed with CrossFit.
Okay. So, let me see what you got.
So, let's little baby gun. So stupid. Yes, but I'm obsessed with CrossFit. But health is really, really big. And I say that because I just had a situation that happened with me literally last week. And it was a decision I had to make. Either I was booked up all day, but I also had to take a flight for work. And I had to cancel my whole day. I was booked from 7:30 to 6. Slammed, booked. So y'all know that. Yeah, that's a good day. That's a great day.
What happened?
But no, I ended up having I have been sick. Like bronchitis. So I have been sick. So I had to go to the urgent care, basically, and they were saying that it was like reflux. So I was feeling like, but I felt like something was happening with my heart, you know what I'm saying? Because reflux is so, your chest, like the stomach is right here. So it was shooting up. And so I ended up getting on just like an antibiotic and something for that, but for the reflux or whatever. But health is really, really big because it's what we eat, what we put into our body. Because you got to think, as barbers, we're constantly on the go. We're constantly moving.
Right. And
so, number one, I remember when I first started off, because I was grinding, because I was like, I got to get the bread. I wasn't eating. And so I would get to work at 7 a.m. sometimes on a Saturday, not leave till 7 p.m. and I hadn't eaten anything all day, just drinking water. And it's like, that's not good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, you can only do that for so long. You know what I mean? And so, and then what you put into your body. So fast food, a lot of that isn't good. So I try to meal prep a lot more, like on Sundays now, and at least during the week, like make sure that I'm really just like kind of on it. And then I work at least 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to the gym to do a CrossFit session, or I'm walking my dog, or I'm doing something like,
Right.
Health is very important, because you can only, and then that's what's take care of you, because you can't pour from an empty cup. So it's like, if you're not your best self, you can't give your best self.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? On any aspect, that's mentally, emotionally.
Hold up. Say it again.
Rewind it real quick.
You can't pour from an empty cup. So that means emotionally, physically, mentally. Mentally, we talking about mental health. Physically, I mean, you can't be your best you. You know what I'm saying? So how can you perform and be there for your clients and for your family? You know what I'm saying? Family first, but be there for them if you're not the best you. So you gotta take care of you, man. And I'm trying to do this as long as possible. You know.
Yeah. Eat your veggies out. Eat your veggies. That's what I'm doing.
That part.
Fruits.
Eat your fruits and veggies.
Yeah, eat your veggies.
Let's go.
Man, we appreciate you.
I appreciate y'all, man. This was fun.
You are a GOAT.
Hey, man, I love this, man.
You are a GOAT.
Hey, LeBron James, baby. Hey, LeBron James, the GOAT.
Hold on. So,
I'm the GOAT, LeBron James.
In a game 7, who would you take? Michael Jordan or LeBron James? In game 7 now. Keep in mind, Jordan never played a game 7.
Game 7, I'm going to go with LeBron, man. I got to.
Oh,
I'm going to go LeBron game 7.
Why? Why not? Why?
I'm going to go because remember when Kyrie, he passed, what was it? What year was that, y'all? Give me the year.
You don't even remember.
2016.
Whoa.
Hold on. We had Kyrie.
Shots.
Right. We had the ball. We was playing Golden State, I believe, right? We was playing Golden State.
Right.
LeBron went down to the other end. I think he got the rebound, right? Or something. He missed the shot.
No, he blocked it.
He blocked it.
He go down, yeah.
And then he made an executive decision. He gave it to Kyrie, right? And Kyrie did that, right?
You don't remember?
It was Kyrie, I believe. From what I
Kyrie
remember, that was
what?
Kyrie.
He did that. He did that shot.
But did you see that? Even though LeBron did not make the shot, he was in the zone. He made a good decision.
Oh,
it's about making good choices out here.
Man, everyone's a leader.
He's a leader out here. My boy's a leader.
Let's go.
So I'm taking LeBron. Game 7 all day.
Oh.
The GOAT. You see, you got the cape. Why you got that cape and not? Why you got LeBron on your cape and not Michael Jordan?
I like LeBron.
Oh, okay. So who you taking?
Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Bree, he'll kill him.
I'm not down there.
He will eat you.
I'm not down there. I went to the game when Michael Jordan. You know when Michael Jordan had retired and he came back with 45. They played the Indiana Pacers. I was at that game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I was at that game.
How old was you?
Oh shit! How old was I? I don't remember that.
You must know remember Jordan.
No, I do remember Jordan because my granddaddy took me to the game. And me and my mom, my granddaddy Poochie, so he took us to the game.
Hey man, can we stop debating about Jordan and LeBron though? Like,
no.
Can they both be great?
They both great.
They are both great.
They both great.
But I mean, Michael Jordan didn't do that. LeBron just had the most points.
Yeah, he broke the record.
He broke the record, right? Did Michael Jordan do that? Did Michael Jordan do that?
I can breathe in the mic.
Okay.
Can I breathe?
Why we still debating? I thought we was done.
Yeah, we done. All right,
We done. Well, I appreciate y'all for having me.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Like, you inspired me. You inspired me. I know you inspired me.
I love y'all, man. Y'all my brothers, man.
We gotta do it again. And can't wait to have you June
16th, 18th, y'all.
Yeah.
Top barber network.
Woodland High School.
TBN.
Man. Up in Cartersville, GA, man.
Yeah.
Yes,
Make sure y'all come. We're gonna be about to turn up, man.
Let's go.
These kids, bro.
We love you.
Love y'all, man. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Appreciate y'all. See y'all next time.
Y'all, TBN. Boom.